Download our checklists at monkairlines.com, link in the description. Unveiled in 2005 and taking its first flight in 2010, the Boeing 747-8 is the latest and most advanced variant of the legendary 747 family. Officially entering service with Lufthansa in 2012, it stands as the longest passenger aircraft in the world, stretching 250 feet and 2 inches. Designed for efficiency and performance, it features new General Electric Gen X engines, redesigned wings, and advanced aerodynamics. The 747-8 Intercontinental can carry up to 467 passengers in a typical 3-class configuration, cruising at Mach 0.855 with a range of over 8,000 nautical miles. It's not just a plane, it's a symbol of global travel, engineering brilliance, and the legacy of the original jumbo jet that revolutionized air travel in the 1970s. A rare blend of size, speed, and style, the 747-8 remains a sky giant that commands both respect and awe. For the startup sequence of this aircraft, we'll be using the first couple of pages from the full flight checklist available at monkairlines.com. Now let's start up the aircraft. Begin by checking that all circuit breakers are fully in. This ensures all systems are properly connected and powered. Make sure the demand pumps are off to avoid unnecessary hydraulic pressure. Check that the emergency lights are turned off. They should only be armed and ready once passengers are on board. Confirm anti-ice are off, and that wipers and all exterior lights are off as well to prevent accidental activation during setup. Make sure the cabin temperature controls for passengers, flight deck, and cargo compartments are set to auto for proper climate control. The landing gear lever should be down, auto brake off, parking brake set, and the speed brake fully down. Thrust levers must be at idle, fuel control levers at cutoff. Set the TCS, or Traffic Collision Avoidance System, to standby for now, as it's not needed until you're moving or airborne. Now, turn on the battery switch to power the aircraft's essential systems. Set standby power to auto, so the system can automatically switch to a backup source if needed. Connect external power to supply stable, grounded electricity, which is more efficient than running the aircraft on battery alone. With power flowing, set all IRS selectors to NAV to begin aligning the aircraft's position for accurate navigation. Turn on utility power to energize cabin and galley systems, and confirm that the bus tie is set to auto, which allows the electrical buses to share power as needed. Switch on the generator controls in preparation for engine start when they'll begin producing electricity. Close the emergency lights guard to arm the emergency lights. Leave fuel pumps off for now. Turn on window heat to prevent icing and fogging on the cockpit windows, and engage the yaw damper to improve stability during flight. Set the recirculation fans to on for cabin airflow, and enable trim air for precise temperature control. Begin setup and executing your flight plan in the FMC, including route, performance data, and fuel load. Start the APU. And once it's running, turn on the APU generators to take over power supply. Make sure the external power disconnects. Enable the engine hydraulic pumps, which will provide pressure once the engines are started. Open the fuel cross-feed valve to allow fuel balancing between tanks. Set anti-ice to auto. Confirm all air conditioning packs are on, and open the isolation valves. Turn on APU bleed air followed by engine bleed air to prepare for engine start. Turn on the beacon lights to warn ground crews that engine start is in progress. Navigation and logo lights should also be switched on for extra visibility. Set the seatbelt signs to auto so they activate as needed. Adjust the altimeter based on current pressure settings and set the minimums using the radio decision height. Ensure auto throttle is off, flight directors are on, the autopilot disengage bar is up, and the bank limit is set to auto. Set the autopilot parameters for the planned departure. Now set the demand pumps to auto and turn on all fuel pumps. Turn off the air conditioning packs to make full bleed air available for the engine start sequence. Start with engine 1. Pull the starter and monitor N2 until it reaches 20%. Then move the fuel control lever to run. Verify fuel flow and rising N1. Repeat the same steps for engines 4, 3, and 2. Once all engines are stable, shut down the APU, turn the air conditioning packs back on, and disable the APU bleed air. At this point, the aircraft is fully powered, systems are active, and you're ready to begin taxi operations and move on to the next section on the checklist. Thanks for sticking around. Here's a cool fact you probably didn't know. Did you know the Boeing 747-8 has a hidden crew rest area above the main cabin? It's tucked away near the front, where pilots and crew can sleep mid-flight. Basically, a secret hotel in the sky. Here at Monk Airlines, the mission is simple: to deliver short, concise, and highly informative tutorials. We make learning easy and packed with useful insights. If there's anything in the videos that wasn't clear, feel free to drop a comment so we can improve. We have got plenty more waiting for you. Whether it's mastering another aircraft or uncovering more aviation secrets, the sky's the limit. Thank you for your time. You are cleared for takeoff.